Hey everyone, it's a theme week. This week, you know you're a blank major when... You know you're an animal behavior major when every dog you see you must pet. When you have a dream and there's a crocodile or an alligator trying to eat you and you get away safely, but you have to go back outside to figure out if it's a crocodile or an alligator. You get seriously excited when anyone brings out a clicker. And you have a lot of clicker training videos on your computer. Someone mentioned some rather rare species of animal and you can say, oh, I've worked with one named. If people ask you to come up with words that they can't define, all of them will be some species of animal they've never heard of before. You know bizarre taxonomical relationships between animals. Like the closest living relative to an elephant, called a rock hyrax. It looks like a groundhog. You find out when you're 20 years old that your mother was actually terrified when you held a giant albino python at your 7th birthday party. Your favorite type of animals to handle in public are based on how scary they are to other people. My favorites, snakes and cockroaches. Because when I hold them, I scare everyone. But it's not just because I scare them. It's also because then I get to tell them why these animals actually aren't all that scary. That yarn you're knitting with, you know the name of the sheep it came from. Everyone in your family goes to you for advice when they're thinking about getting a new pet. Or when they're having a training problem with an existing pet. Or, you know, animals came up in some academic discussion they've been having. Or someone they work with has a question involving animals. The books in your room include one about the evolution of zoos and an encyclopedia of dog breeds, along with these animal and dog related books. When trying to figure out where to study abroad, the main factor in your decision was a place that had animals you haven't worked with before. I've never worked with marsupials, and kiwi birds are really cool. I'll go to New Zealand. When you see a dog out, you instantly judge its owner's training methods based off of its collar and the way the dog is walking. Your favorite animal may be a boring choice, but you picked it because of some weird, bizarre behavioral trait that you're really interested in studying. My favorite animal is dogs, but that's because the dog-human relationship is a very unique relationship within the animal kingdom. But if that information won't cut it, you have about 10 other animals you can choose from that give a more interesting response. I go to Prehensile-tailed porcupine. They have the cutest noses. You may not have a single answer to if you could be any animal, what would you be? You have no trouble answering which animal you do not want to be under any circumstances. I never want to be a female hyena. When asked if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Your answer? The ability to talk to animals. You have very strong opinions about laws that involve breed discrimination. When you're in a regular psych class, all you're thinking is, but how does this apply to animals? People who know you well enough can tell if you're reacting to a cute picture of an animal or a baby. It is pretty much impossible to explain to anyone what you want to do when you grow up. That's all for today. Tomorrow, Michelle will be talking about you know you're a math or chem major when. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all next week. Bye!